Hi, I'm just Miss Chokri and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a TBR of everything I want to read in October. Now it's quite a different one compared to other TBRs I've made. This one is a special TBR because this is a Diwali TBR. Now Diwali this year falls on the 12th of November. So Diwali is the festival of lights. It's also a celebration of good over evil, and throughout October I intend to read Ramayan based and themed books only. I want to see how much I can get through this month. I'm not pushing myself to read all of it. I'm just going to read as much as I can. Now to start with, of course, it's quite prominent for Diwali. It is the Ramayan. I've read a bit of it already a few months ago and I didn't complete it, but I am going to start from the very beginning and read all of it. Hopefully it won't take me too long. I already do know the story, but it'd be interesting to actually read the actual story. Now what I like about this particular edition is that it is illustrated. I cannot talk, I have no idea what's going on. So this is actually, so I've just taken off the dust jacket and this is the hardcover. It's actually the same to what was printed on the dust cover. I absolutely love this, and like I mentioned, there are beautiful illustrations. This is the end paper. Let's see, I've not really seen the back. The back is exactly the same, and also inside I know there are illustrations as well. Let me try to find a few for you. There you go. There's some beautiful illustrations. There's not a lot, there's only a handful, and from what we do get, it's absolutely pretty. Yeah, really looking forward to reading the Ramayan, well, all of it, for the first time. Next, I have two non-fiction books. One is Ramayan Unraveled. So after reading Ramayana, you kind of would read this just to kind of break everything down and just make everything make more sense, I want to say. Also another non-fiction, this is In the Footsteps of Rama. Now this one was really interesting to me. I was really curious about this. This is about the journey Ram takes in India and where he journeys through and the places that exist in India, and I thought that was really cool. So yeah, looking forward to reading this. Next is a mythological fiction book. I am a fan of this author ever since her first book for this series got released, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. It is Mandodari by Gaurav Das Gupta. I absolutely love the covers. All of her covers for the Sita series are absolutely gorgeous. This is of course Mandodari. It's about Ravan's wife. I've also read another book called Mandodari, Queen of Lanka. I forgot who the author is, but I will leave a picture up here. I read that book and I absolutely loved it. It was such a good read. It was basically the war that happened through Mandodari's eyes, and it was just about her journey of marrying Ravan and falling in love. But then it was quite, not emotional, but I was quite sad for her because despite the fact she had everything, she didn't really have anything at all, and that was quite sad. But yeah, really looking forward to reading this book. I don't know if I should say version, but yeah, looking forward to reading Mandodari by Gaurav Das Gupta. And FYI, if you haven't read Ayodhya by Gaurav Das Gupta, that is a recommended read. I absolutely love that book. That is of course book number 1 in this series. So next we have another, it's not, I don't really want to say mythical fiction, it's more fantasy based. It's very, very, very big in India, and it's kind of making its mark across the seas, and from what I've heard, there is going to be a Bollywood adaptation for this series. Not sure if it's a web series or if it's a movie, but I know it's in the making. I am talking about Amish Tripathi's Chandra Series. Now there are 4 books in the series. You have, of course, Ram, which is book number 1. You have Sita, which is book number 2. And you have Ravan, which is book number 3, and then you've got the conclusion, of course, the big war, which is Lanka. Now I picked these up from not World of Books, what am I saying? Forbidden Planet. The reason why I said World of Books was I originally did get them from World of Books, and they didn't come in really great condition, so I had to return them. But these were going on Forbidden Planet a couple of months ago. The signed versions were up for grabs, so I naturally had to get them. Anyway, I don't know much about them. I just know it's more of a fantasy epic. If I were to compare it to something, I would possibly perhaps compare it to Lord of the Rings. It's obviously based on Ramayana. But yeah, similar to Lord of the Rings, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. I'm not too sure how much I can get through this month, but I will try my best. So next we have some graphic novels. So I've got 2 on my list that I want to get through this month. The first one is Sita, Daughter of the Earth. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous cover. I love the foiling on Sita. Yeah, I don't know much about it, but of course if you're aware of the story for Ramayana, then you will know who Sita is. Sita, of course, gets abducted by Ravan, and she is the wife of Ram. Next, it's a little bit thicker than Sita. This one is Prince of Ayodhya. I love the embossing on this. This is more focused on Ram and his enemies, I want to say. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. I've not really peeked through this. I've not really looked at any of the art. Oh, that is interesting. So okay, here's some of the illustrations inside. Interesting. I actually didn't share some of the Sita ones, so let's have a look. Oh, this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely love the illustrations to that. Of course, there are the characters here. You've got Ram, you've got Sita, you've got Lakshman. Oh, I'm so excited to read this one. It's only short. It's literally tiny compared to Prince of Ayodhya. It's tiny. Anyway, there we have it. That is my TBR for Diwali this year. Not too sure, like I mentioned earlier, how much I can get through. It's not something that I need to get through. It's more I want to, but I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to give myself a hard time pressuring myself and saying I need to get through this. I will just read as much or as little as I can this month. But of course, really looking forward to reading Ramayana. It is one of the epics in the Hindu culture. Of course, next we have Mahabharata, and we also have the Gita, which is quite sacred. So yeah, I also do own the epics, but I haven't read any of them. So Ramayana is a good way to start with the epics. So yeah, really looking forward to this month's reads. If there's anything that I've showcased today that you've read or you're curious to read, definitely do let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, I will be leaving all the titles and everything that I've mentioned in the description box down below, so have a look at that. And there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, take care, and hey, happy reading.